Welcome to War Bios, the podcast where we delve into the lives of history's most fascinating military leaders. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're going to explore the remarkable life of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the Japanese daimyo who unified Japan under one rule and left an indelible mark on Japanese history. Born in 1537 in the village of Nakamura, in what is now the Owari province of Japan, Toyotomi Hideyoshi was the son of a peasant farmer named Yaemon. His early life was marked by hardship and struggle, as his family's poverty forced him to work from a young age. Despite these challenges, Hideyoshi's natural intelligence, charisma, and determination set him apart from his peers. As a child, he was fascinated by the stories of his father, who had fought in the Battle of Inabayama Castle, and this exposure to the world of warfare would later shape his own military ambitions. In 1551, at the age of 14, Hideyoshi left his family's farm to seek his fortune in the service of the Oda clan, a powerful daimyo family that ruled over the Owari province. He began as a lowly servant, but his exceptional abilities and eagerness to learn quickly caught the attention of Oda Nobunaga, the leader of the clan. Under Nobunaga's tutelage, Hideyoshi developed his skills as a soldier, learning the importance of discipline, loyalty, and cunning on the battlefield. As we follow Hideyoshi through his early years, we see the emergence of a complex and multifaceted personality, driven by both ambition and a deep sense of loyalty. His relationships with his family, particularly his mother, played a significant role in shaping his character. We also catch glimpses of Hideyoshi's early interactions with his peers, including his future rival, Tokugawa Ieyasu, who would eventually become one of Japan's most revered leaders. In 1558, Hideyoshi participated in his first military campaign, fighting alongside Nobunaga's forces against the Imagawa clan. Although the details of this campaign are scarce, it marked an important milestone in Hideyoshi's development as a soldier and leader. Over the next several years, he continued to serve under Nobunaga, honing his skills and gaining valuable experience on the battlefield. As we explore the historical context of Hideyoshi's early life, we find ourselves in the midst of Japan's Sengoku period, a time of great upheaval and transformation. The country was divided into numerous smaller states, each ruled by powerful daimyo families, and the constant struggle for power and territory created an environment of chaos and uncertainty. It was within this context that Hideyoshi's natural abilities as a leader and strategist began to emerge. In 1560, Hideyoshi played a crucial role in the Battle of Okehazama, where Nobunaga's forces defeated the Imagawa clan, securing a significant victory for the Oda family. This battle marked a turning point in Hideyoshi's career as he demonstrated his bravery and tactical genius on the battlefield. By 1567, at the age of 30, Hideyoshi had risen through the ranks of the Oda clan to become one of Nobunaga's most trusted advisors. His exceptional abilities as a soldier, leader, and strategist had earned him recognition and respect among his peers. In this period, Hideyoshi played a crucial role in several key battles, including the Battle of Anagawa, where he led a contingent of Oda forces to victory against the combined armies of the Asakura and Asai clans. Hideyoshi's relationship with Nobunaga was complex and multifaceted. While he owed his rise to power to Nobunaga's patronage, he also chafed under the constraints of serving as a subordinate. Hideyoshi's own ambition and desire for independence drove him to seek greater autonomy and recognition within the Oda clan. In 1570, Hideyoshi led a successful campaign against the Mori clan, capturing the strategic port city of Kako. This victory not only expanded Oda territory, but also demonstrated Hideyoshi's growing expertise as a naval commander. His ability to adapt and innovate on the battlefield was a hallmark of his leadership style, and he would continue to push the boundaries of conventional warfare throughout his career. As we explore the historical context of Hideyoshi's rise to power, we find ourselves in the midst of Japan's Sengoku period, a time of great upheaval and transformation. The country was still divided into numerous smaller states, each ruled by powerful daimyo families, and the constant struggle for power and territory created an environment of chaos and uncertainty. Hideyoshi's own experiences during this period would shape his vision for a unified Japan, where the warring states could be brought under a single strong leader. In 1573, Nobunaga appointed Hideyoshi as the commander of the Oda forces in the Harima province. This appointment marked a significant milestone in Hideyoshi's career, as he was now responsible for governing and defending a large territory on behalf of the Oda clan. Over the next several years, he would prove himself to be an effective administrator, implementing policies that promoted economic growth, improved infrastructure, and enhanced the overall quality of life for the people under his care. As we follow Hideyoshi through this period, we see the emergence of a charismatic leader who is capable of inspiring loyalty and devotion in those around him. His relationships with his subordinates were built on trust, respect, and a deep sense of camaraderie. Hideyoshi's own personality was complex and multifaceted, driven by both ambition and a deep sense of empathy for those under his care. In 1582, Nobunaga was assassinated in the Honnoji incident, and Hideyoshi found himself facing a power vacuum that threatened to destabilize the entire country. With his characteristic cunning and strategic thinking, he quickly moved to consolidate his own position, forging alliances with other powerful daimyo families and eliminating potential rivals. By 1590, at the age of 53, Hideyoshi had successfully unified Japan, bringing an end to the Sengoku period and establishing a new era of peace and stability. His vision for a centralized state had been realized, with a strong and efficient administrative system in place. The country was divided into domains, each governed by a daimyo who owed allegiance to Hideyoshi. However, Hideyoshi's later years were marked by personal tragedy and declining health. In 1591, his son and heir, Tsurumatsu, died at the age of 3, leaving Hideyoshi without a clear successor. This event had a profound impact on Hideyoshi, who became increasingly reclusive and isolated. Despite his poor health, Hideyoshi continued to pursue his military ambitions, launching a second invasion of Korea in 1597. However, this campaign proved disastrous, with the Japanese army suffering heavy losses and ultimately being forced to withdraw. The failure of this campaign marked the beginning of the end of Hideyoshi's reign. In 1598, Hideyoshi died at the age of 62, leaving behind a legacy that would shape Japan for centuries to come. His vision for a unified Japan had been realized, but his attempts to expand Japanese territory through military conquest had ultimately failed. The country was plunged into a period of uncertainty and power struggles as various daimyo vied for control. In the years following Hideyoshi's death, his loyal retainers, including Tokugawa Ieyasu and Ishida Mitsunari, would play key roles in shaping Japan's future. The Battle of Sekigahara in 1600 would ultimately decide the fate of Japan, with Tokugawa emerging victorious and establishing the Tokugawa shogunate, which would rule Japan for over 250 years. As we reflect on Hideyoshi's life and legacy, it is clear that he was a complex and multifaceted individual, driven by both ambition and a deep sense of empathy for those under his care. His vision for a unified Japan had been realized, but at great cost, with many lives lost in the pursuit of military conquest. Despite this, Hideyoshi's legacy endures, a testament to the power of strategic thinking, cunning, and determination. In the words of the Japanese historian George Sansum, Hideyoshi was a man of immense energy and vitality, with a keen mind and a quick wit. He was a born leader with a natural talent for command and a deep understanding of human nature. Hideyoshi's life serves as a reminder that even the most powerful individuals are not immune to the vicissitudes of fate, and that true greatness is often measured by the lasting impact one has on the world. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.